Hello, birthday girl. It's hard to believe that it's the first time we've celebrated this day together. I have to confess, though, that I used to celebrate, take myself out to dinner, and think of you with joy because I brought you into this world, but with sadness because I wasn't able to be part of your life. But I am now. Oh, what pretty flowers. Did Danny give these to you?
Yeah.
Very nice. Camellias, my goodness, you don't see these much these days.
May brought me that.
May? Oh, May. Doesn't she work for Danny at the club? Yes, of course, she's a very sweet girl. I think I just saw her leave now. I didn't realize you knew her.
I didn't until today. May and Danny were having an affair.
What?
She came to tell me it was over.
You mean to tell me that she came here and dropped that bombshell on you? This is just the kind of stress you do not need.
I'm all right.
He cheated on you.
No, he didn't. We weren't married anymore. I had served him with divorce papers.
So that makes it okay for him just to jump in the sack with anyone the minute you walk out the door?
I know. I had this fantasy while I was pounding the pavement in New York, carrying his child, thinking about him. That he was back here, suffering just as much. It's hard to deal with the reality.
Doesn't that tell you something, Michelle?
Yeah. That I'm incredibly lucky I didn't lose him.
Oh, Michelle.
I love him.
You can just forgive him?
I'm working on it.
This cannot be that easy. Now, come on. This is going to eat away at you. My dear, how could you ever trust him completely again? Obviously, his appetite for violence is matched by his sexual appetite. It's a good thing you know. I mean, maybe you needed this. Maybe you needed to see this happen.
Stop,
and
or my blood pressure will go up.
Of course, your baby is your top priority. Of course it is. Perhaps when you're a little stronger, you'll be able to realize that you don't need to justify who Danny is.
Hi, darling. I'd have been here earlier, but I just didn't have exactly the gift I wanted, so I had to shop around. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hello, Claire.
Maida, listen, I'll be on the floor if you need me, okay?
I don't suppose you mean that literally.
Just have your nurse page me. I'll be here. Okay.
Oh, isn't that a comfort? This affair, it happened after you told Danny you wanted him out of the house and you wanted a divorce.
And Claire didn't think that made any difference.
No difference? That's ridiculous. But Claire wouldn't understand that.
She wants me to be angrier.
Oh, anger, she would understand. But that's not you. If your instincts tell you to trust Danny and May, that it's over, that it was just two people trying to fill a void, and that Danny never stopped loving you.
Yes.
And I think you're being pretty mature about this.
Aunt Maida, that is the best birthday gift you could have brought me.
Well, here's another one. And having said all that, I do have a concern about this reconciliation. I feel sure Danny will be faithful to you. And I know he's a loyal man. I've seen enough of him to be sure of that. That fact sent you to New York. Made you get the divorce. The fact that he was so loyal to his family and their way of life.
I know.
Has that changed?
He's ready to choose me.
He told you he was before.
But this time he knows exactly what he's giving up. Because he's had the power. He's been the boss.
He can walk away from power, but he can't walk away from himself. From the man he is. And you've told me yourself, he's a man who's capable of very real violence. Even murder.
In New York, I kept thinking about something that Father Ray had said to Danny and me. People aren't perfect. But if God hadn't made us capable of change, then there'd be no such thing as choice or hope or faith.
Very wise. I agree with Father Ray.
He also said that if we were lucky enough to find love, we should work at it. And I expected Danny to work at it, to change. And when things got bad, I gave up.
You had a baby to consider.
Danny's never been anything but loving and gentle to me. And I know he'll be the same with his children. And I honestly believe that when he's away from his family's influence, the goodness in him will have a chance to win out. Father Ray believes that love can be an antidote for evil. And violence is evil. But I love Danny with all my heart. I have to keep trying, Aunt Maida.
My hat's off to you.
The thing is, I have to be really sure that I can stick with this. I can't just stick my toe in the water and say I'll try. I have to jump in all the way and swim for the far shore. Do you think we can make it?
Open your present. Hands are interesting. Involve them into a fist of anger, frustration. Hold it out, palm up, when you want something. These hands seem to me to be trying to connect. Seems to me that getting there isn't really what counts. Very often, it's the journey itself. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I'm glad you like it.
Not just for the photograph. I can always count on you to give me a totally unique perspective. You never jump to the usual conclusions.
Well, of course not. Now you rest. I have a feeling you're going to be going for a long swim one of these days. Oh, if I see Claire, I'll tell her you're napping.
That might be a good idea. See you later.
Hello, Buzz.
Hi, Maida.
Nurse? I seem to have had a profound effect on Mr. Cooper.